Please stop sending me hate because we missed one Prem predictions. I apologise. But we're back. And yes, Thogdad may not be with me, but our special guest makes up for it. It's none other than STUNTPEGG. We all remember the video. I know what you're saying. Oh, but Theo, you were throwing shade at her because she didn't come on Prem predictions last year. Shut it. That was a reaction during a live stream that we reposted because she politely didn't want to do it. But she's back this year. And I must say, the content on her channel recently has been excellent. My personal favourite was the Copenhagen derby. A lot of people have been writing me to go to that. I watched her video, and after seeing the carnage, I probably want to go. Go subscribe to her channel. She's back, and let's create some momentum for her page. So go support her.
Hi everyone, it's brilliant to be on. Thank you so much for inviting me, Theo. Any opportunity to show superior ball knowledge to Thogdad, I will greatly accept that.
The first game apparently is Brentford Southampton. Now, I know Thogdad, the mug, has probably read it out.
Brentford versus Southampton.
Them two have probably given loads of facts.
Brentford in reasonable form until that defeat to Man United. But they're at home in this one. I'm going Brentford 2, Southampton 1.
But I'm going to give you one that you wouldn't have heard yet. The Bees avoid relegation in the top flight for the first time since 1946-47 season. That is actually mental to think.
I would say Southampton have fluctuated in form up and down more than Brentford. In the last couple of months, some of their individuals have been quite stale at times and maybe let the manager down. They need some reinforcements, I'd say, in the summer. Whereas Brentford have just gone higher and higher and higher. The last two games are games that they should drop points in, really. So Brentford at home look the more enthusiastic side. I'm going to say 2-1 Brentford.
And, you know, people like Mark Goldbridge was saying that the Bees were going to get relegated. I remember going round to his gaff and he was saying that. So, look, he's proven everyone wrong. And they got Ivan Toney scoring. I reckon he'll score one. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. I think the Bees are chilling. They're going to have a good run till the end of the season. Get a few places up. Get a bit more money. Bosh. Burnley Villa next. I don't know. The Villa fans are going to be rocking in the away end. You got Buendia. You got Leon Bailey back. I've just named the two ones that aren't really doing much.
Burnley v Villa. Villa are a little bit cracked at the moment in the sense that they can decide a lot in the Premier League with their final games. They could just hand Burnley 6 points to send Leeds or Everton down if they fancy.
Burnley, at the moment, 3 on the bounce wins at home. I've got a feeling they're going to do it again. I'm going to go 2-1. Weghorst to score. Remember, I said that.
Got to go with home advantage. It's a massive game. Burnley 1, Aston Villa 0.
I think Burnley will nick this. I'm going to say 2-1 Burnley. It's 2-1 everything so far.
Next game, Chelsea-Wolves. Now, I know Chelsea have just come off a pretty dodgy loss to Everton and they've not got anything to play for anymore, but they still need to retain top 4. I think they'll batter Wolves at home.
Wolves have not been impressing me recently. Chelsea, a rich vein of form. They're going to hang on to 3rd place. I reckon Chelsea 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0.
The boys from Wolverhampton have slightly fallen off, so I'm going 3-0 Chelsea. Sometimes they just bounce back and come in with a battering. You know when they had that bad form and then they just scored loads against Southampton? I think they might do that again. Havertz brace.
Chelsea are going to end up having 70% possession. They'll have about 15 chances, put away 1. And then Wolves will have their first chance in the 84th minute, score an equaliser and it'll finish 1-1. It's just the way, I think, with these two teams.
Palace Watford next. Watford are mudded right now. Even Ben Foster's getting Penenke'd by a Premier League standard footballer called Thogden.
Crystal Palace have got to be the favourites here. They're looking pretty good of late. And Watford, let's be honest, they are down. I'm going to go for another home win. Crystal Palace 2, Watford 0.
I'm not sure you get Penenke'd like I did to you, but I think Palace are winning this 2-0, quite frankly. And Mateta is going to score a header. Thogdad, bash!
Palace are definitely sending Watford down. Their fans would absolutely love it. Vieira would love it. Zaha would love it. Brace for Zaha. 2-0 to Crystal Palace.
I love how STUNTPEGG and Thogden are probably giving you all these official stats, and I'm here going, bash! Brighton versus Manchester United. Now, I think the way Brighton are run under Potter, they're going to have a very good end to the season. Every place you go up, you get more money.
I'm going to say Brighton 1, Manchester United 1. No tactical insight, just vibes. It's 1-1.
But it's not happening here against United. They've bounced back since that last win, which was 3-0 at home. I think they're going to win 2-0 away. They're going to go down, they'll see a few seagulls flying about, and Bruno will just be like, you know what? I'm going to do a skip penalty and score.
Brighton having a decent end to the season. I think this could be like a 2-2 draw. But you know what? I'm going to be a little bit safe with this one. Brighton 1, Manchester United 1.
The big dog, Liverpool versus Tottenham Hotspur Football Club at Anfield, which will be rocking, but the players will be slightly tired because they've had a lot of football. They travelled to Villa Villarreal. At one stage, it looked like they were getting knocked out, and now they're in Paris, and they're going to be facing City. Jokes, Real Madrid. I'm sorry, City fans.
Villarreal set a little bit of a blueprint for Tottenham because they've beaten this myth that Liverpool are this really unbreakable team.
This has got banana skin written all over it. Liverpool into the final of the Champions League.
They've given Tottenham a real hoping chance and told them what you need to do when you're attacking and being direct to beat Liverpool. And because of that, I reckon the score is going to be 3-0 to Liverpool.
It's Liverpool, isn't it? Will they mess up at this stage? I'm going Liverpool 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1.
I'm going 2-2. I'll tell you why Liverpool won't win this game. They're tired. They're going to rotate the squad a little bit. Spurs have got nothing else going on apart from everyone's rested up. Son, Kane, Kulusevski. If they all start, they will get a draw at least from this match. We know what Spurs can do against City. They now need to do it against Liverpool. So let's see if they can produce the business. Arsenal Leeds. Now, look, at the Emirates, again, Arsenal going for top 4. I don't see them bottling this, especially after the 4-0 battering Leeds just received from City.
Arsenal will win those midfield battles and create things from midfield, and I can't see Leeds keeping it tight against them. So I think Arsenal will ride out 2-0 winners.
I'm going to go a lot tighter because I think Leeds' away form hasn't been terrible. I think under Marsh, they've really improved. But the Gunners, they're going to win 2-1. Goals from Asensio Martinelli. Screamer. I don't know why. I just had a dream that Martinelli scored a screamer.
Arsenal against Leeds. Now Leeds are in a real relegation tussle, aren't they? Despite playing really well recently, and they press very hard. They work very hard. They make it very difficult for teams to beat them. But it's Arsenal. I'm going to go Arsenal 1, Leeds 0. I'm sorry, Leeds, but it's going to be very hard to stay up.
Leicester versus Everton. Commiserations, Leicester fans. That Roma loss wasn't the nicest thing in the world. Jose Mourinho was literally crying. It meant a lot, so just give it to him.
Leicester, though, tightening up a little bit at the back. Some boring results recently. This is going to be another one. Leicester City 0, Everton 0.
Do I think you're going to win at home to Everton? Well, look, they need it more, don't they? They're fighting it out against Burnley and Leeds in that relegation battle. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I'm not sure the Leicester players will be massively motivated after a tough trip to Italy.
Well, Leicester have just gone out on a bit of a whimper, I'd say, in the European Cup. Everton have got full momentum behind them. If there's an away game that Everton are going to win, I think it's this one. And I think they'll do it. I think they'll win 1-0.
Norwich West Ham. This is the Jack mate derby. I don't know why we didn't get Jack on for this, but I'm going 1-0 West Ham. Again, commiserations. You lost to Frankfurt. Difficult team. They're going to be playing Rangers in Seville. That'll be a cracker.
I think the West Ham players and the travelling supporters at Carrow Road will take that fire in their belly from being in the Europa League and getting far into really winning this winnable game, bully Norwich, secure Europe for next season. They'll go there. 3-0 West Ham.
Norwich are relegated. West Ham are tired. I reckon this is Norwich 0, West Ham 1.
It's a triple commiserations as we go over to Manchester City versus Newcastle. Now, here's why I think Newcastle will win 1-0. The Geordies will be up for it. They've not had much to play for. Quite frankly, they've been really good under Eddie Howe. And at the Etihad... Nah, I'm sorry. I'm going to sack this all off.
I'm still not too sure their intensity levels are at a stage where, even though anything can happen in football, they're going to be picking points against this calibre of team. And I think the fact that the Etihad will really play in Man City's favour as well. They will come back to this with a bang, do what Man City do. We all think, oh, they're going to be okay. They'll be okay. And I think they'll win 4-1.
The others are probably boring you with facts. I'm coming in here, being boring. 2-0 City. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if Newcastle sneaks something from this match. That's all I'm going to say. Move on to the next game.
Will there be a bit of a hangover after that defeat in the semi-final? I think it could be slightly tough for City. I'm going City 2, Newcastle 0.
Villa-Liverpool, did you say?
Aston Villa against Liverpool.
Do you not remember what happened at Villa-Liverpool during the lockdown? That game was carnage.
Liverpool will do enough here. They'll grind out a 1-0 victory.
The likes of Salah and Trent are massively ready for that match against Real Madrid. Having said that, I'm going to keep it tight, but Liverpool will win 2-1.
Apparently, you didn't hear this from me, but Steven Gerrard was in the Wetherspoons with Jurgen Klopp last week. I don't know what they were talking about, but... you know, Liverpool 2-0.
We're going over to Ellen Road for Leeds-Chelsea. Now, here's the surprise of the week. I'm going 1-0 to Leeds. I'm joking. I double bluffed you there. I am going for 1-0 Leeds. Here's why. I just don't see Chelsea up for it. And Leeds will need it in that relegation battle. Marsh, the American, will be absolutely gnarly in the dressing room. Okay, I need to stop all these. No one even laughed at that.
Leeds struggling a bit with injuries. Dallas recently out. And this is the game, I think, for Chelsea to get that win. 3-0 to Chelsea.
The pressing game of Leeds will be very tough for Chelsea. I'm going Leeds United 1, Chelsea 1.
Here's a match Leicester City will win. The Foxes at home to Norwich. I mean, I think my nan could win that fixture at home right now, and she's in St. Petersburg on the other side of the world.
Leicester v Norwich is just mad because it's just like, you know, at this point, 0-0. Why not? Let's be outrageous.
So, quite frankly, I'm going 2-0 Foxes, and the goals will come from absolutely anyone. Norwich are mudded right now. I don't know what's going on there. So, Norwich fans, let me know in the comments. I don't know. If you get relegated, will you bounce back next season? I know you're a yo-yo club, but will you have it in you?
Leicester City against Norwich. All I can say is it's Norwich. Leicester City 2, Norwich 0.
Watford are pretty much relegated as well, and I know they're at home, but I think Everton, the Toffees, have got something to fight for.
Hear me out, right? Everton at Vicarage Road, I think have got less chance of winning than Everton at Leicester at KP. I genuinely believe they will win against Leicester and they will drop points against Watford. And it will make it even more like, whoa, going into the very end of the season for Everton. I'm going to say this will be 1-1.
Frankie Lampard will fire up Richarlison, Gordon and DCL and all the lads. I think DCL stops that goal-scoring problem in this match and scores a brace. And they win 2-1.
I reckon this will be tough for Everton. Watford 1, Everton 1. This relegation fight is going right to the wire.
Wolves City. I tell you what, Wolves fans are not going to be happy with me after the last few games I've predicted. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going 3-0 City. They would still want to win the Premier League. Of course they do. They're not going to... I don't see them bottling in this fixture. I could be completely wrong. Hang on, actually. I saw a City fan saying it was a lack of squad depth was the reason why they bottled the Champions League game, which is absolutely crazy. Looking at the forward options, I do believe they will have enough in there to win this game by some convincing results.
Wolves' form, like I said earlier, has not been good recently. This won't be a problem for City. I'm going Wolves 0, Man City 2.
It's just felt like at times that some of the Wolves players have just decided that their season's over in some of their performances. It's just so different defensively, what they were at the start of the season to now. I think Man City will find it really easy. 3-0 to Man City.
Finally, the big one. Now, this was meant to happen months ago, and it's been rescheduled. If results go in a certain way, this match could practically determine that 4th position, Champions League football, at the new Tottenham ground or the Emirates.
I'm going to go with Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, Kulusevski and co here. A home win, Tottenham 2, Arsenal 1. Should be a ding-dong-do. From Viz in Croatia, I'll see you soon.
It's the biggest North London derby we may be seeing in ages, and I'm buzzing for it. I can't wait to just watch that game, and quite frankly, I think Spurs will beat them. I know that sounds weird, and you may think I'm crazy, but actually the way I've predicted it so far means that even if Spurs win, Arsenal will get 4th place. So don't get your hopes up too far, Tottenham fans. But I think Spurs will win this, just because Son, Kane, Kulu at home. I don't know. Something's speaking to me. It's going to be... North London's going to be white that day, but red technically because of top 4. Enough of the waffle, let's go to Neve and Thogden.
The NLD. There's no point trying to give any sort of tactical previews on that. It all depends on players turning up, willing to battle. Not much to separate them at the moment, but they're fighting for top 4. I'm going to live on the fence with this and say 2-2.
And that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. But I just want to say thank you to Neve, aka STUNTPEGG, for coming on the channel. She's finally on it. What a legend. Go push her videos and make sure you comment TDL, not to annoy her, to support her algorithm. I'm a clever guy. If we can get 15,000 likes, then maybe I'll ship Thogdad back to England. Because quite frankly, when I'm on my own, I'm a little bit nutty. See you in a bit. Bye-bye. I'm literally off. Take care.